Hello, everybody. Jim Powers back with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision as we continue to talk to our coaches this week. And joining us is men's basketball coach Kevin Carroll. And not a fun way to start the week last week, but a great way to finish off the week on Saturday. Let's talk about last week a little bit.
Well, I mean, we're just a team that's continuing to improve and get better every day, and we're not where we want to be, obviously. I mean, we've been talking about that. We're just, we have a lot of new guys, and every day I see us getting a little bit better at something, and then every day we see another need that needs to be addressed. So that's just what's typical when you have a younger team like we have. That we're just focused on getting better every day.
And the game on Saturday, it was great to see down to the wire, and the guys really responded really, really well.
Yeah, I think we were down like 9 with 7.5 minutes left to go in the game. Probably the biggest thing I'm proud of is, we had worked the day before on just kind of some end-of-game situation stuff, and we executed that stuff perfectly. We called, I didn't want to spend a timeout there in the last play of the game because I didn't want them to be able to set their defense. And we had called, the 2 possessions and the timeout previously right before that, and we executed both plays perfectly and scored on both plays. And one of them tied the game. The other one, we got a big stop, and then the other one we got, hit the game winner. So, stuff like that is stuff we can build on and continue to improve on, and really excited about that.
We talked a little bit about Derek Dieters last week, but you know what? I really think the guard play between Sekou and Grant, and Devin coming off the bench. Boy, I tell you what, they've really started to fit into their roles extremely well with what you're asking them to do.
Yeah, and they're still learning that. They're still learning what we're asking them to do. They're still trying to figure that out, and they are getting better every game. I mean, by the time these guys' careers are over with, they will have played in, over 100 college basketball games, hopefully, all of them. So, would I like it to be, would I like the process to be rushed? Yeah, sure I would. But, it's just not reality. I mean, they're making mistakes, but they're also doing a lot of good things, and will continue to minimize their mistakes and maximize more of those good things going forward.
A couple weeks ago during the exhibition part of the schedule, we talked about Max and keeping him on the floor. Boy, has he done a phenomenal job in limiting his fouls, staying on the floor, and really contributing.
Yeah, he's done a much, much better job. I mean, I think the first, counting our exhibition games, I think our first 4 or 5 games, I don't think he played more than 16 or 17 minutes in a game. And lately, he's been logging 35, 36, 37 minutes a game, and because he's been able to play without fouling, and so finally he's figured that part out, and it makes our team a lot better, obviously, when he's out on the floor.
Head down to Rolla. It's JLVC time. We go to Rolla on Thursday, Drury on Saturday. We'll talk about Drury later on in the week, but talk a little bit about the Miners. What have you guys had a chance to see on film so far to get ready for the first conference matchup?
Well, it'll be a good test for us and our young team because they do a lot of things that present, that are different. I mean, they press the whole game. They're extremely energetic. They put a ton of pressure on the ball the entire game. And, it's a style that you don't normally see. And for it to be our first conference game, it's going to be a challenge. And for us to have, 3 or 4 freshman and sophomore guards, it's going to be a challenge. It'll be interesting to see how we handle it once we get into it. It's one thing to work on it in practice for 2 days, and it's another thing to be dead tired and having guys coming at you in waves, So it'll be a good test for our team to see where we are. Hopefully, valuing the ball and not turning the ball over will be a big, important key to the game.
And then finally, a big day on Saturday. We'll talk about Drury as a team on Friday, but just at Silent Night, a great promotion that we did last year that was awesome. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, Silent Night, the focus of it is, everybody come up dressed up, have a lot of fun. It's always the Saturday before final exams start, so it's kind of meant for the students just to be able to, to take some of the stress off from a week of studying and a weekend of studying, and just be able to have fun for 2 hours, So we have that, and then after the 10th point, so everybody's silent. And then after the 10th point, everybody erupts and just has a good time, So we need our student section to be out in full force, ready to have fun, ready to, just put the stresses of final exams week behind them for 2 hours and just give our team the boost that it needs.
Outstanding stuff, Kevin. We'll talk to you on Friday about Drury. Good luck on Thursday down in Rolla.
All right, thank you.
Kevin Carroll joins us, and once again, you'll be able to follow all the action on Thursday night from Rolla, Missouri, and the campus of Missouri S&T on Saints Vision. We'll go on the air with the men's game right around 7:15. If you can't make it or can't follow us via Saints Vision, follow us on Twitter at Maryville Saints. For Coach, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week, and as always, go Saints.